I was on a live stream the other day and somebody asked the question, where do I start? And I wasn't sure if they were referring to where do you start in terms of moving abroad or where do you start in terms of purchasing a property abroad. And it doesn't matter either way. You start by establishing your why. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to move abroad? Why do you want to buy a home overseas? Maybe it's for a better quality of life. Maybe it's for a more enriching lifestyle for your family. Maybe it's to escape the rat race. There's a lot of different reasons why you might want to do something similar to what I'm doing. And I say that you need to establish your why because no matter how long it takes, you're going to run into frustrations, you're going to run into hurdles, you're going to run into roadblocks, and you want to always go back to your why. Why are you doing this? Because that's your North Star. That's why you want to go to it. And the way I approached it, because I've worked in corporate retail for so long, I approached my move to Italy the same way I would approach any new big project at work. And that was to put together a business plan. So that involved PowerPoint. I put together a PowerPoint and I'll actually show you here, but basically it outlined the who, what, when, where, how, and why. And this was a PowerPoint document that I worked on for 2 years. Every city I went to, I did pros and cons of why I'd want to live there. Everything I learned about taxes or real estate or anything like that, I put in the document, so I had everything there. I put links in the document to where I needed to upload files from my lawyers. I documented my discussions with my lawyers and with my real estate agent. A business plan it sounds overwhelming, but it's not that difficult to create. It basically just outlines, like I said, who, what, when, where, why, and how you're going to do it. But the number one thing you start with is your why. It's almost your mission statement. You're taking on this next project, and why do you want to do it? And then you outline basically how you're going to get there. But just a little backstory of how I did it, that's what worked for me, was a business plan. A business plan to the next chapter of my life.